Hello there guys, and today, going off by the title, you might think I'm going to solo DOU, which I am. So, let's get into it. Get a weapon that you like, so I like the C7A2 and the Desert Eagle for this one. Next, you want to grab all your supplies and whatever, make sure you have all your meds if you're coming back from another location. And then you want to go to the helipad. Just walk over there, and while we're walking over here, and starting the engine, I'm going to give a couple of warnings about DOU. DOU is right now the hardest location on the map to solo. Harder than Fort, harder than Naval, hands down, harder. And even with this strategy, it is still incredibly tough for me as an experienced BRM5 player. That is not very good for people that are not as experienced as me, which is not a lot of people. So, do know that it is very unlikely that you can do this, but if you do it, congratulations, you have done something incredible. Now, going back to the tutorial, you're going to turn on your helicopter, and for my one graphics people, I'm going to go on there now. You're going to take off, turn to the right, and then on your compass, you're going to see that second notch. Go a bit to the right of it, just a little bit, or on it works, and then go forward. And then you will end up at DOU, as you can see in the distance. There it is. And it's at the center of the screen right now. So, right there is where DOU will be. And just fly over there. And now that we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to stay to the left side of this cooling tower and kind of far away so that we don't get spotted by those people, hopefully. You might, but that's fine. We just don't want to get hit. Now, you're going to land on this side of the cooling tower before the road, preferably. And you're going to go up onto that catwalk right there. And you're going to look that way because there's an MG gunner that you will want to deal with now rather than later. So just come up here, and with the weapon of your choosing, take out your weapon and bop him in the head. He will not see you if you stand far enough away. If you need to get closer, go ahead and do that. But I do not suggest you pass over the midline of that little pass that if I can see it, that little concrete thing there underneath the pipe. Don't pass halfway on that, or actually the pipes for that matter. And now whenever you come up here, you want to be kind of careful. There can be some guy up here. After you've checked that there's nobody at the end, or you just notice some guy at the end right now, like I did, you just pop him in the head. Simple as that. Try to stay close, just in case if you get spotted by them. You will probably not if you stay over far enough. Peek around to this side. If you see nobody, then go around to this side. You can either go sideways through here, or on top of this, or through this, whichever one you want to do. Whichever way you want to do it is the best way for you. Now you want to come up these steps and make sure that there's nobody over here. If there is somebody over here, you want to peek through these little rails if possible, and not miss like me. My shot is not very good. Gotta check around. See, make sure there's nobody over here or up there. Now you're gonna stay to the right of that barrier there and come around here. Stay crouched whenever you get. Stay crouched after you pass the third barrier. And what you're gonna want to do is just start sniping people off. They will not see you if you are behind these rails or the grates. You can still shoot them, though. There might be some people on that catwalk. They will probably shoot you if you go too far out. So until you want to engage them, do not go out too far. And here's a prime example. You might think, hey, I'm aiming right here. You're going to hit it. No, you're hitting this. Be careful about that because these things are unpredictable. The best thing that you can do to counter it is aim a lot lower than you need to, but that may not work for some enemies. So, like, this guy, I'd probably have to either go far back or shoot him in his feet, which I did, and he has been turned on. Not in a weird way. Please do not take that out of context. And you might see some people through the floor. You can actually shoot through any amount of grates. And you want to be... You do kind of want to be spotted so that people will come out. Like these two here, they're coming out. There's another guy down there, but I can't really reach him. Oh, and here's the main event. You get people from the inside of the building, which you really want, because that's going to make your life whenever you try to take out the people inside the building so much easier, because this spot is so much more OP than anything inside that building. Just try to take them out with as few shots as possible. Try to keep your gun on semi-automatic. You will need every bullet possible. Is there a guy down there? I can't even tell. Oh, look, he's vibing. Look at that man vibing. Don't stop the vibe, bro. Don't stop. Now, after you've dealt with anybody that you can shoot, start heading down the stairs. If you get shot at, back up to where the grates are, and then take out the guy that was shooting you. And then continue moving down. General rule while moving down these stairs, always look down to make sure that there is not somebody below you. If there is, just shoot them through the grates because they will not shoot back. And try to take them out as quickly as possible as well, because they may run up the stairs. Most of the time they don't, though. They just usually are like, ah, who's that? Who am I getting shot from or where? They just kind of freak out and they don't know what to do. They're so stupid they don't know that you're above them. Alright, now what you want to do is you kind of want to sit around here and see if you can spot anybody. Like some man. Try to get spotted as well. So anybody wants to move, they can. Try to get them to move. And notice if there's anybody going up that stairwell. They might come out that doorway. Probably not, though. After that, if you want to look through this door, you can. You can go ahead and shoot all these guys that are going to be on the top floor, because that is where you're going to be entering from. These guys right here. Bam. 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 Bop. Bada boop bop. Where's my pal? I need my pal. Hold on. Bam. Bop. Bada boop bop. Pow. Yes. You can also take out some other people if you want to. Just make sure if they're on a really tight angle, you take them out immediately. And if you get spotted, immediately take cover. So you just want to try to take out as many people from this angle as possible, because this one's OP as well, but not as OP as the first one. And if you really need some cover, you can just come back to here. You might be able to see some people, but it's very uncommon that you will. You guys are annoying, aren't you? Yeah, these guys are... You know what? Yeah, these guys are annoying. Like, they shoot at you and they, like, try to hurt you? Wow. How rude. Alright, now after you've quit out anybody that you can see there, you want to come around here. Make sure that there's no little guys just hiding out here. Like, yeah, you can just see through here. And then you can just trick on this guy. I thought I missed that. Alright, after that, you want to come over to here and not do what I did there. You want to crouch and look down whenever passing that vending machine. And you want to go ahead and try to shoot as many of these guys as possible. Especially whenever they're coming at you from there. If they get close to you, go full auto all day. Especially if it's a smoker. If it's a smoker, don't take the smoke. Just get out of there. Full auto him if you need to. I do highly suggest it if he's that close. After those guys have been cleared, you want to go ahead and come back here. You want to go ahead and climb up this stairwell and make sure that there's nobody on the very top roof. Because if there is, you're going to realize it at the end. You're not going to know where anybody is and all that. Also, if you see anybody else just way off in the distance, just go and pop them in the head. It's just easier to deal with now than later. And if you third-person peek, you can check here if there's anybody, because none of them spawn behind those AC units in the back left. And now that we know that there's nobody up here, we can go ahead and walk back down, or run back down, however you want to do it. Cheeky little shortcut. You can just climb out on that first landing, or not the first landing, second landing from the top, and jump onto this, and then go to the ground. You won't take any damage. Now, just go ahead and come over here. Be careful whenever crossing here, because you want to go ahead and take out that gunner. Try to peek somewhere that you can hit, because the hitboxes are weird. And now you want to come over to here. Gonna check here. And boom. Give me my pal. Boom bop bada boop bop pow. Try to deal with anybody that you can here. If you get spotted, that's okay. You kind of want to be spotted, especially with this few enemies left in this main area. After that's done, you want to start heading downstairs, making sure you're looking down. If you get shot at, immediately look to where you're getting shot at if you know where you are. And then you want to just take out that enemy. Now we're going to clear this area, open this door, make sure to check the left because there can be some enemy there. And then look through these windows. There might be somebody in here. And then down this hallway. If there's nobody in this corner, you are good to move on. After that, you want to go ahead and make sure that the main complex is clear. So just give it a quick run through all the tents and all that. Making sure that there's nobody else here. Just be kind of careful because this is close quarters. They have a lot better damage whenever they're close because these guys are like stormtroopers. They can't hit anything. Little dark fact that I realized when making this video. This is a gun range with civilians on it. Now, I don't know if they're targets or being intimidated or being used as legitimate civilians that are supposed to not be targeted. I'm not sure. It's just a dark fact. You just go up here. Here's some bedding for some people. Check in over here. There's nobody there. And you've already kind of checked up there, so you should be good there. Burp if you need to. And then go ahead and come out here. Make sure that there's no MG gunner lighting you up. And if there isn't, go ahead and walk out and take one of them out. Steal his car, give him the little pitch like how this is going to be your dream car and whatever. Then he marks it down for 25% and you're like, deal. And then he lets you drive it off, take it into the sunset, and then go kill some more enemies of his own. Enemies of his own. That makes so much sense. Now you want to take the turret and just start killing all of his colleagues, I guess. Kind of like Meet the Spy from TF2. If you haven't seen the Meet the Team from TF2, please do. I'm considering making that for BRM5. So leave in the comments down below what like roles you would think there are in a BRM5 squad, because there's no set roles like TF2, but there's stereotypes. And that's what I'm going to go for a little bit with the Meet the Team stuff. Now continue killing everybody else. And don't blow up the vehicle, just shoot them through the windows. Because if you blow up the vehicle, it's going to take a very long time. And this already takes a very long time to do. So just drive around. Make sure you check behind these buildings with like the slanted roofs, or I think what it's technically called. I don't know. I might just call them solar panel roofs. I have no idea what they could be called. Why are there trees there though? There's some Minecraft looks right there. There's just trees laying somewhere random, surrounded by concrete. That's weird. You might be able to hit them both through one window, but typically you won't be able to. So I suggest you drive to the other side if your angle is too tight. If you want to hit them both, go further away, but then you hit another problem. So I just usually suggest you handle one at a time. Slaughtering with an M2. I just rhymed. I'm not gonna make a song about shooting people with an M2. That's for Grand Thumb. Alright, now you're coming up to here, and there may be some guys in the road. You want to be kind of careful just in case you get spotted. But if you don't get spotted, you can kind of use your turret on them. Totally not a war crime. Okay, continuing. So you want to move up to here, and you want to hit this stoplight. Or, that's not even a stoplight, that's just a street light. Why am I thinking? No, why am I... yeah, my brain is not very good. Also notice it's not very smart. Okay, so now you want to kind of clear this area and deal with any enemies you see. There might be some guys up on that water treating catwalk kind of thing. Maybe not. But, oh, I just got spotted from up there. Audio really helps with this. So now this guy's looking at me. And you can play this one of two ways. One, you can wait for him to turn around or go back into his patrol stance, which is basically just his own like little emotes thing. Or you could just peek him and then just do that. After you've done that, you want to go ahead and come over to here. Make sure that there's nobody on this catwalk. And if there's somebody in that watchtower, go ahead and shoot them now. If there's nobody on this catwalk, go ahead and head back down it. And you want to go over to this side of DOU's old building. Yes, they kept the old building from the original Department of Utilities. Yep. So all the new people. If you join this game after update 6.1, this building right here was the original DOU building. I have a video. I'm pretty sure it's the Blackout and Dev Crew Commit War Crimes on Civilians video. If you go to that video, the whole like operation is based around this building, and you'll just see me hanging out around that building the whole time. Now that you've reached the front gate, what you want to do is just kind of shoot anybody in the guard tower and this little hut here. Just kind of sneak around. If you can shoot, yeah, if you see that guy, go ahead and shoot him. If they look at you, don't look back. And if you want to use your frag, now is the time to use it on right around there. Oh. You did not see that I just killed a civilian. Okay, hon, I'm just gonna run away now. Alright, now we're going to engage this guy because he just looked away. Now he has no clue we're here. We check inside the tents because they are a lot more common in the tents. Just use whatever CQB training you get from your faction. If you have a faction, you should use it. What am I saying when I get into trouble? Like, it's a reflex. It's not even just something I do for comedy. It's just what I do. I have no idea why. Please let me know if that is weird or not. Use whatever gun you want to. Go ahead and just start shooting all these people over here. And then... there we go. That guy's dead. And audio really helps with this, especially because I did not see this guy before, but now that he shot at me, he is going to pay for it. And what I mean by pay for it, I mean he's going to pay for the bullets that I need to buy, because this is expensive. And go ahead and take out these two. Preferably with the MG guns, but I'm very impatient. And I have a pretty good amount of ammo for the last part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clear this power, this like transformer area and this little area that we passed at the beginning. And we are going to go ahead and make sure that there's nobody over here. If we find that there's nobody over here, then we will commence the cleanup. Now that we've found that there's nobody over here, we're going to go ahead and take a vehicle and just start shooting everybody that is a combatant inside of a vehicle, because they cannot shoot back. Okay, is that a war crime? I think it might be a war crime. Somebody check Geneva for me. I know, like, I know shooting civilians is a war crime. I know shooting a medic, treating somebody is a war crime, except when they shoot at you. Whatchamacallit? What else? What other war crimes are there? Gas is a war crime. Flamethrowers are a war crime. Thank you, America, for causing that. And thank you, Germany, for causing the gas thing. I cannot hit that other dude. What other war crimes are there? I'm trying to remember. I should probably read the Geneva Convention. Yeah, I might. And that guy is now dead. We've killed all those guys at the front. And now whenever you're cleaning up, you want to be listening for that plane. And the worst noise that you can hear is you knowing that you cleared every vehicle and you don't hear it. The reason why that's the worst is because you know somebody is missing, but you don't know who. And then at that point, you have to go searching around the whole compound again, or he just shoots at you. This is something great. Look, we have this guy right here. And it's not the end. Okay, so just a little thing about DOU. It's so big that even whenever you use like the best pathing possible, that is the most efficient, you will not find this last guy for a very long time, especially if he's inside. So your best bet is to go back to your little bird and just fly around and wait to get shot at. So I'm going to put a timer up on the screen, and I'm going to try and find this guy. So just start randomly flying around, and if you don't get shot at for like 5 minutes, then he's probably going to be inside that building, or inside a vehicle that you missed, or glitched. One of the three. The worst case scenario is glitched. Oh, well, no timer needed. I just got shot at from the roof. I have no idea why this guy's up here. Now, just land real quick. Do that. Try to check for the Platinum 5 flag. Oh, yes! No timer needed. PL5 flag. This is DOU, and this has been fully cleared soloed. You get the supply crate. And that's how to solo DOU. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is definitely the hardest location on the map to solo. If you've done this, congratulations to you. Let me know in the comments if you've done it. Like this video, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications to get whenever I post videos. I do post shorts and community posts, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, have a good day, night, whatever. Goodbye.